Good morning, everyone. Today we celebrate the feasts of Saint Philip and James. They are included together, perhaps in error, but let's explain all of that. First of all, Philip was an apostle. He was one of those who was called by Jesus fairly early on. If we have a look at the scriptures, he was, I think, about fourth in line of being called. And he was one of those who also was martyred for his hard work that he did in the early church. James is a name that we come across as being one of the apostles, because you have James and John, sons of Zebedee, and they would have been close allies with Jesus. And it's for that reason that Philip and James are linked. However, when we look at it, we find that, in fact, this James that's being spoken about there isn't that son of Zebedee. He's called James the Lesser. And if we have a look also in terms of the timeline and the way in which it was written, it's almost certain that it was written probably about 60 years or so after Jesus died. So it's not, James, this James could not have been an apostle of Jesus. Jesus had died already. However, much of the teaching that we see in the letter of James, which some biblical scholars will say is written in the tradition of James rather than written by him, but it's the teaching is very relevant to today's society. When people say, where do I start reading the Bible? Say, read James, because it's very short. It's only 5 chapters long, I think. You can get through it very quickly. There's a danger sometimes, I think, though, in reading things quickly. I was once asked at a teacher's conference, will you just share with us a reflection from the Bible and do a prayer? Just at the beginning, I was at a teacher's conference. It was a small gathering. There were a dozen of us so there. So I opened the Bible. I thought, I'll go to James, because I know James at least. And open up chapter 4 and 5. And I didn't read it, but I did share with the people afterwards. I said one of the dangers of this. It says, why is there so much argument between all of you? And then this gathering that I was with happened to be with teachers. So I went to the beginning of another chapter and it says, not many of you should become teachers. We've got to be careful about how we read the Bible, because sometimes we get the wrong message. So it's a good reading. It's a good book to have a look. If you haven't read the whole of the letter of James, do yourself a favor, and when you finish this, pull out a Bible and read it. Very interesting things, very good messages for the times of today. So you have a wonderful day, and you keep yourself safe, and we'll see you again. God bless. Bye-bye.